morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night to all my fellow Vikings out there. Skol. I know I've made a couple videos in the past. We've went through a couple battles, mainly in Lindisfarne, but we done a couple in Brindalen too. For the past couple months, we've done so many battles. 1v1s, 2v2s, 3v3s, a ton of 3v3s. And it has been fantastic. Like, there's lots of engagement, there's lots of brawls, there's lots of techniques, strategies, tactics used. It is amazing. What I am gonna be doing right now is I've decided to start a tutorial video. This has been a goal of mine. And why should I do a tutorial video? I will be doing this because there are lots of things I've noticed in our group battles as well as 1v1 battles that few people have an understanding of how battles should go, how the flow of a battle should go, working with a teammate, working on yourself, using your intuition to the best of your capabilities, right? This is something which we have to self evaluate. Sometimes it's not easy to do that when you're caught up in the mix of a struggle. Like, I understand, like, when there's big moments in a battle where all the forces are clashing in at a particular point, trying to win the mini skirmish, that intensity, I've noticed, can get to our heads and make us. It is engaging, it is fun, but when we get drawn into it too far, it kind of makes us drunk in a sense. We are losing hindsight of the bigger picture, of the bigger goal, of what we are meant to do in the big frame of the battle, right? So that is what I'm hoping to avoid by trying my best to be able to explain various things we can do here. Sometimes it could be the tactics which we are trying to perform. Sometimes it can be the use of glyphs. Sometimes it'll be about where to position yourselves during certain events, whether it's in 2v2 events, whether you're trying to outplay your opponents by your points, whether you're trying to get the high ship burns or playing the clock. There's a variety of things going on. But I've noticed like few people have a good understanding of it. When you are in a battle with a team, you want to essentially win the battle, right? And to do that most effectively, you got to work with your folks together, right? You got to work with your team and be able to figure out how is the best way I can serve my team and be able to take the dub at the end of the day. That's the goal. That is the main goal of this. And we are able to notice that a couple of us, we can notice and evaluate how each Viking in the past and currently have performed. Some do well with certain teammates, some perform poorly. Some have personal interests that conflict with others' interests. What is best is for a team to be united in a single thought. Consider it like a choir, right? When you are in a choir, you don't want individual sounds to be heard, right? It should not be sounding like one person singing at one pitch, another person singing at another pitch. Did this thing just jump? I'm pretty sure this thing just jumped. Dang. I'm telling you, I've seen these before. You should have seen it. In Lindisfarne, I've seen Eogans like fly up in the air. I'm telling you, I'm glad I caught this on camera. But what was I saying? Yeah. I was saying, each um each these what we want to do is have everyone's ideas to be able to match perfectly in order to be able to perform best in combat whenever possible. That way, when you guys are in a single thought in mind, like a choir would be singing in a single motion in a single pitch. It's you are like a single you are like a single unit. You are not scattered like worms or cockroaches all over the place in house. You are like in a single pack. You're like a lion in lion's pride, right? They are united together when they hunt their prey, right? Pretty much here, we could try to do that. There is lots of times we should be able to figure out how to work well with our team. This is a major hurdle that I've noticed among many players. Also, there are other issues. Sometimes it could be battle mechanics, folks are not able to manage it right. Sometimes it could be a gear issue, and that's okay. That is all right. What matters is whenever there's short backs like gears, network, or skill, you eventually would try your best to reach those goals. Or maybe if you made a mistake in battle, the goal is to try to learn from it and try to prevent that same mistake from happening. And right in the next battle, and hopefully in the futures. These are a couple things that I've had a lot on my mind, and I've noticed loads of mistakes. I've noticed loads of easy wins that I feel like I know they could play a whole lot better. Like, I'm very sure they could play a lot better. But it has been a bit of a tough ride for many of them. So I decided I'm going to do my best to try and explain the best I can all that I know so that I can battle them at their best. I can be able to clash with them, not going in the mindset that, oh, it's going to be an easy opponent to take out. I like a challenge, you know. That's the thing that Viking should strive for, right? Like they strive to hit the next big mark, take down the next big thing, right? And that is what I hope every Viking does aspire. I mean, each warrior here, like take a look at these. Each of these folks here have been crafted and trained, and time was spent, not just for mine, but everyone around here. All these guys you make here, it takes a lot of time to do that. If you don't have the cash or the rubles or whatever currency you use to pay for this, it takes a lot of time to be able to craft these gear sets, to be able to make the most out of it, right? Because imagine you spent your whole time making the best stuff you got, and then when you go out in battle, you perform poorly. That's a disservice to your crew, man. That is a disservice to your crew. Like, you is that the level of respect you have for the time you put in for the crew you made? That is something folks should think about. Like, am I going in there with the mindset to play like garbage, or am I in the mindset of doing my best out there to be able to learn, to be able to improve, to be able to utilize the best advantages possible, to be able to stretch out every single possibility that is present in a battle? And throughout the series, this is the start of my video, but throughout the series, I hope to make this clear to be able to allow folks get a better idea, allow folks to be able to take advantage of what's present here and to be able to perform a whole lot better. Like, I've seen loads of folks here. Some folks even have like awesome gears, they got awesome warriors, but when they go out in battle, they perform poorly, right? Various aspects of it. Like I said, network, connections, could be gears, experience, it could also be communication. That's the most important aspect of it. And like I said, when you are in a group fight, it's always good to be one in mind and to use your intuitions at the proper moments. These intuitions, usually it builds up when you have a level of experience, so you have an idea of what to expect. So that's what this series is going to be. I can't wait to start. I'll do my best. It's not going to be easy, but I'll give it a shot. I'll be able to do my best to share all that I know. And I hope all the Vikings out there can have something to take away from this and be a whole lot better than before. There are a couple, let me make this disclaimer, okay? All these things that I know, it's not something I invented, okay? None of the things which I know is something I invented. All that I do know are things that have been taking place from my experience, and also it has been utilized by past warriors. Some ancient warriors, too, from the old meta of Viking, and some in the current meta. I've seen this, and I just decided to publicize it here, okay? I'm pretty much not like, I am not like an inventor of all these things. I'm guaranteeing you, folks have done this before. And right now, I don't see a lot of it. Only a few people do it. So I'm just spreading awareness of this, and I hope people can take advantage of it and to be able to perform well when battles take place. I look forward to seeing you out soon in the battlefields. Take care. Have a wonderful day. Bless the week and the time ahead. Cheers.